As Brian mentioned earlier, tonight we have the 50th recipient of the EW Copeland Trophy. And the winner, on 140 votes, a man who came to our club as pick 11 in the 2008 draft. He's played 185 games, kicked 139 goals. He's the Premiership player in 2010. He was the runner-up in the Norm Smith Medal in 2010. He's the Anzac Day medalist in 2016. In 2016, he was third best and fairest. In 2015, he was third best and fairest. In 2014, he was runner-up. In 2013, he was third. And in 2012, he was fourth, which just shows how consistently this man has been a champion of our club. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he is the champion of our club. He is the Copeland Trophy winner of 2017, Steele Sidebottom.
Backwards again, Hoskin Elliott, Sidebottom, around the corner. Oh, how magnificent it is!
Just a classy finish from a classy footballer.
Little roller for Sidebottom. Oh, you kidding? Oh, my goodness.
Matheson about to be captured, and he was.
He was under a lot of pressure there, still Sidebottom. That's what he's so good at.
Sidebottom with some magical evasion skills.
Out of a long time, just unaware of Sidebottom. Pushed off at a little glare, right to Sidebottom, and his delivery, A1 to Wells.
He's always been a very, very good finisher, Steele Sidebottom. Kicks goals.
Adams claimed once again loses it. Sidebottom's in all sorts of trouble. Twisted miraculously.
Sidebottom, you know, he's capable from here. That's a beautiful pass. They're still fighting on though, the Pies. They come again. Steele Sidebottom. Off the left. They're back within 8.
Sidebottom does the roving in front of the pack and kicks the goal. Pies have got 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steele also receives a magnificent top-of-the-range Tag Heuer Carrera calibre Heuer 01 chronograph watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I pass it over to the coach to welcome a man to his celebrated club. That is the winner of the EW Copeland Trophy.
Congratulations to Steele. What a fantastic season. We had a bit of a running gag here over the last sort of 4 or 5 years that he was edging up sort of one position at a time, fourth, third, second, and then he went back to third and got to third, and then he's jumped up a couple and got there. But as we said, very consistent. His development over the last 3 or 4 years has been exceptional, but in particular this season. As we saw with Pendles going down with his injury late in the year, stood up into the captaincy role in Pendles' stead and just did not miss a beat. In the Darren Mullane Trophy voting through the club that comes from staff in the football department, staff in the administration and his teammates, he was right up high in that as well for living the club's values. The bloke on field gives everything to his teammates and to his coaches and executes the role as expected to the best of his ability. Tremendously consistent, as said. A worthy Copeland Trophy winner, Steele Sidebottom.
I was staring at Tay when Ed mentioned there was one vote between us, and all I could think about was incentives. So we're going to split the incentives for first and second in our contract. So that no longer exists, eh? And also a bloke up here. I'm so glad that he. It was actually about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, that I sat in this room and there was a bloke here on my table. He didn't win Mark of the Year, didn't get a Brownlow vote, so I'm so happy you've got an award tonight, Howie. So well done. There's obviously a lot of people I'd like to thank. Firstly, to my girlfriend, Alicia. Every time I introduce Leisha to someone new, they always say that I'm batting way above my average. But hopefully this brings my average down a little bit, Leish. So thank you, Leish. I love you lots. To my beautiful mother and her sister Christine, who's come down tonight from Shepparton. I love you both. I I clearly wouldn't be here without everything that my mum's done for me. So I'm very grateful, and I love you lots. I got 3 of my best mates as well on mum's table. Muggs let them have the night off. He owns a big sheep farm on about 33 acres with like 40 sheep. So thanks for letting him have the night off, Muggs. I appreciate it. I'm very grateful that you boys come down. Just like everyone's saying, clearly I'd like to thank everybody that helps out the Collingwood Footy Club, all the supporters. I love nothing more than turning up to the MCG, playing in front of the Collingwood Army every week. Sometimes the weeks drag on a bit, but the best 2 hours of my week, no doubt, is when we get to go and play. So thank you to everyone that comes out and supports us. Obviously to my teammates, I love yous all. I don't know how to put it, but during the year I lost a friend of mine, and I had about 5 of my mates come to the funeral, which meant a lot to me. And Bucks actually mentioned in the pre-match meeting about how close of a group we are, and I actually love all you boys, and we've got, as Tay said, we've got so much unfinished business, and I can't wait to keep going on. Obviously to all the coaches, I'm very lucky to be surrounded by the people I am, and clearly I wouldn't be the player I am without, the guys that, helped me, become the player I am today. And I'm so glad that we've got Bucks for another 2 years. Not that we've got him, but I'm so glad that, I first met Bucks when I was 16. I wasn't a bad junior, so I was in the OAS. And Bucks was one of the coaches in there, so I first got to meet him then. I wasn't a massive Pies fan back then. I was a Bombers fan, but to have the coaches that we had back then, and Bucks was one of them. I couldn't be happier to have Bucks coach me for the next 2 years. To Ed and the board, like everyone said, I'm so lucky to be at the Collingwood Football Club. When I was young, all I did was, dream about playing AFL footy, and, to be able to get my chance at Collingwood, I couldn't be happier. I don't think I've forgotten anyone. Actually, I have forgotten one person. When I first got drafted, obviously all the players get player sponsors, and I was lucky enough to get a lady that most of you would know. Her name's Kim Jago. And she sponsored me since day dot. And she passed away only a few months ago. And her mum, Ruth's here tonight. And Ruth, I thank you so much for coming. You've been a part of my career, and I could not thank you enough. And I'll sign off with saying this one's for you, Kim. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate our 125th anniversary than to hear from our players just how much this club and their teammates mean, and to the supporters. We are the only club that celebrates our supporters in our song when we see the barrackers are shouting. We talk about how we stand side by side and how we stick together, and how our whole membership this year is about forever, Collingwood forever. And these men and the coach and everybody associated with the club have shown that tonight in so many ways. It's just wonderful. I'd just like to make 2 final thank yous before we ask everybody to charge their glasses. The first is to the board of the Collingwood Football Club, who do such a wonderful job, and I'll ask the board members just to stand for some acknowledgement tonight, who do a fantastic job and have had hard work to do in recent times. Quickly stand up, everybody, if we can. So just give them a round of applause, our board members who are here tonight. To Elisa, to Paul, to Ian McMillan, Mark Corder, Vice President Alex Weisslitz, Christine Holgate. But the last person I'd like to thank tonight is a person who's not up here for the first time in a long time, and that is the captain of the Collingwood Football Club, Scott Pendlebury. Scotty, if you could just stand up, mate, and please, as captain of the club, please make your way forward, mate, to be involved in the official photos, because in Scott Pendlebury, ladies and gentlemen, we have a premiership captain in the making and a man who epitomises everything we love about our game. Courageous, skillful, a great leader, and a man who puts all before himself as a great leader of this football club. So, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you please to be upstanding and to charge your glasses. And Sidey, if you can step forward, sir, to centre stage right there and turn to your adoring fans. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 2017 EW Copeland Trophy, the champion of the Collingwood Football Club, Steele Sidebottom. To Steele. 3 cheers for Sidey. Hip hip. Come on, 3 real cheers for Sidey. Hip hip. Hip hip. Play the song. Let's go, everybody. Let's play. Come on.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpie's name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. Premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
All right, guys. Let's get this song going. Let's get this song going in the second verse, all right? Nice and loud. We want to let these Richmond people know who is the big club in town, okay? Had their moment of glory. That's enough. They won another 37 years. We're back in town. Let's go, everybody. Crank it up. Here we go.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpie's name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. For the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
Go Pies! One more time for all our winners. 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Go the Pies in 2018.